Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We just got word that Brandon Royval was going to be taking on Manel Kape at UFC 317 on June 28th. A very interesting matchup in the flyweight division. Personally, I think that this is going to be a pretty easy fight to predict. I think that Brandon Royval is going to absolutely torch Manel Kape, unless Manel Kape comes in with the game plan to do illegal shit like he did in his last fight and gouge his opponent's eyes out. I mean, it was insane to witness. I think that Manel Kape, if he shows up to the fight against Brandon Royval, having some of those combinations that he did in his last performance, like doing a 1-2 eye gouge, maybe he wins the fight. I mean, who knows? It's like Manel Kape took a couple of notes from John Jones' early career and decided to say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and destroy my opponent's eyeballs and get wins that way." It was pretty insane to see. Not gonna freaking go over that too much, but I think that Brandon Royval does pretty good on the starting from start to finish on all his fights. Pretty much, this guy just doesn't gas out at all. He's pretty consistent from start to finish on each and every single round. You can pretty much expect Brandon Royval to just win fights by landing an insane amount of volume. I mean, it does speak volumes that Brandon Royval himself beat one of the best fighters in the flyweight division, that being Brandon Moreno. That was a very impressive win from Brandon Royval. That was a fight that I honestly did not expect Brandon Royval to win, but he defied the odds and actually beat a former champion. So that just goes to show that Brandon Royval is championship level in some certain matchups. I think that he's gonna expose Manel Kape. If we go look at Brandon Royval's fight history, I think it's a little bit more impressive. He beat Brandon Moreno, former champion, and then he wants to go fight Tatsuro Taira, a guy that was absolutely torching everybody in the flyweight division. I think that those two wins, his most recent wins, are more impressive than anything that Manel Kape has done so far. I mean, yeah, he has wins over Bruno Silva, he has wins over Felipe dos Santos, but everybody else in his freaking resume in the UFC is just like, who the fuck are these guys? I mean, yeah, he has a win over Ode Osborne as well. But besides that, nothing really impresses me about Manel Kape. I think he's gonna get exposed. That loss against Muhammad Mokaev was actually pretty bad too. That was just a terrible fight altogether. But it just goes to show. I just think that Brandon Royval takes the dub on this one pretty freaking easily. If you guys believe in MMA math, I think that Brandon Royval, obviously because of his past history and what we've seen him do, especially in his last two fights where he fought pretty consistent, in terms of decision making skills, I think that it's going to be an easy dub for Brandon Royval. But I will say this, Manel Kape 100% is going to try to do some freaking sneaky shit. Don't be surprised if you guys see Manel Kape open his gloves up a little bit to try and poke the fuck out of Brandon Royval. If you guys are betting people, go ahead and bet the house that Manel Kape does some sneaky fucking fox fly bullshit, because that's what I expect from Manel Kape, especially based on what we've seen on his last performance. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Who do you guys think wins this fight? My money is on Brandon Royval. Who's you guys pick in this fight? Let me know in the comments. As always, it's a pleasure. Peace out and have a good one.